Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Queenie. For those who don't know me, reviewing Love Island USA Season 10, Love Island USA Season 5, Episode 12. Before I get into it, please make sure to like this video, subscribe and hit the bell, and leave a comment down below. The last episode left us on a cliffhanger, so today we're jumping straight into the recoupling. The Bombshells are first, and Emily picks Harrison. It looked like Keenan was a little bit upset. Kenzo picked Carmen. Jonah picked Destiny. Before the girls could even continue, Anna said that she would rather leave single than partner up with Bergie or the rest of the boys, so she's out of here. Then Hannah picks Marco, KK picks Keenan, and Cassie picks Leo, which means that Bergie is single, but he's safe. So everyone's happy to be in their couplings, you know, Carmen and, what's that man's name now? Kenzo. Carmen and Kenzo are happy. They feel like they have a lot in common and all that stuff.
I'm shocked about Anna leaving and all of that, but...
Yeah, I know, me too.
I was very excited you picked me. Typically, I'm like a slow burn. It takes a while for me to catch feelings or figure out how I'm feeling.
Carmen's got a lot in common with everybody. So, okay, girl, if it works for you, then it works for you. Then you have Harrison and Emily talking, and he's under the impression that Destiny is hurt by no longer being coupled up with him, but he feels like her being partnered with Jonah has softened the blow.
Granted, I will of course be respectful of Destiny, and I want to make sure that she's okay too.
Yeah.
I could see Destiny was a bit hurt by it, but yeah, I don't know. I think the fact that Jonah chose her too kind of softened that a little bit.
Now, I don't know if there's something that he's seeing that we're not seeing, because Destiny don't look that hurt to me. Either Jonah's doing that great of a job softening the blow, or Harrison's inflating Destiny's feelings just a little bit, because honestly, she seems happy to be where she's at.
I didn't know who you was talking about. I'm like, huh. Jonah having interest is a great feeling. He definitely has my main attention for sure. I'm going to give him a fair shot.
I'm convinced that Destiny clocked Harrison's moves. I don't know what the moves were. He was giving us a little bit of hints that he was looking for greener grass, but whatever it is, she seems to be unbothered by him for the most part. So I'm like, yeah, maybe she saw something that she wasn't yet ready to speak on, but it's clear they have this awkward tension going on. He tried to talk to her in the bathroom. She was a little bit passive with him. And then he had said he was going to respect Destiny by not being too full on with Emily. However, in the bed, that respect went out the window immediately. So yeah, there's definitely a vibe between Harrison and Destiny that they're not confronting, at least on camera. Carmen is an interesting one, okay? Because she told us she's a slow burn, you know, physical touch is a lot for her, and, you know, it takes her a while to warm up to people. Sweetie. Miraculously, that has changed, because in the bed with Kenzo, cuddling was not an issue. And now the next morning, she's talking about how palpable their sexual tension is.
We cuddled for like 20 minutes, just like, and all the sexual tension was like so intense. I love that for you. I've been like waiting in here for that. Like, I don't see anyone else coming in and like having that same effect on me. He's just cool, calm, and collected. Like, his energy is just everything to me, and I love it. It's so nice.
Listen, you can't hate the player, you gotta hate the game. And my thing is, sweetie, just admit to the game. You were gonna hold on tight until the person you really wanted was gonna come in and you were gonna give him that real energy, okay? Because Victor, we didn't see him pay attention to Carmen until a little bit later, so it was like, that kind of came out of nowhere. And then I think she realized, I don't really like him, but I need a way out. Then she latched on to Bergie. Then with Bergie, she was like, well, obviously I'm forcing it, but I just gotta stick it out until my person comes in. In walks Kenzo. I would rather her admit to being like, yeah, I was waiting for my man and my man is here. Because the energy between them, I will give it to her. It's palpable. But it is clearly not in line with the things she's been saying about a slow burn and physical touch being overwhelming for her. I'm just like, it's giving farce. Like I said, Destiny and Harrison are in this like a weird vibe right now. So she's saying, what was she saying? I don't remember what she was saying, but then also Harrison looked like he was pulling faces while Jonah was talking about his connection with her. It's just a weird, weird air in the air.
Have you talked to Harrison? You want to? Nuh-uh. I get that.
We get in bed, and she just, boop, booty. And I was like,
A setup.
is this a trap?
Definitely.
So my question is, these two pride themselves on being strong communicators in their relationship. So why is there this awkward tension? I don't know. I feel like they were prematurely separated because obviously things were going well. Harrison had his concerns, but he never brought them up to her. And maybe Destiny had her concerns too that she never brought up either. But yeah, is it over for them? I don't know. I'm kind of okay if it is because I feel like Harrison wants somebody like Emily and Destiny just wasn't giving him what he wanted. So he might as well go for what he wants. You know what I mean? And then with Destiny, I was with Jonah until he had made a comment about like her pushing her booty on him and him being like, oh, is this a test? I'm just like, it's a little bit icky. Just a little bit. Because why are we being a motor mouth already? Like, it could have been a little tease. It could have been an accident, but it kind of, I don't know, it's rubbing me the wrong way a little bit. And this is why I say don't hype men. I love men, but when you hype them, that's the moment. It's like there are signals that get sent to them to say, act up. And here goes Jonah. It looks like he's starting to act up. Oh my God. Okay, it's fine. Girl, relax. The challenge to me is completely irrelevant, so I'm so sorry. I'm just going to skip that entirely. After the challenge, however, in the evening, Carmen, Miss Slowbird, is now doing some family planning with Kenzo.
How many kids do you want?
3.
3.
I think 2 boys, 1 girl.
I do like guys' names for girls, like Blake or Ryan.
Yeah, that's cool.
I think those are so cute for girls. Yeah. What are your baby names?
You know everything.
Are you?
Somebody and it's you.
It's just like, it's so fucking cheesy to say, but it does feel like I've like known him forever.
I'm sorry, we're picking out names? We're picking out baby names? From slow burn to let me have your kids. I'm so lost. Like, I know it was a hypothetical of when I have kids, but I'm just like, with Victor, what did she talk about? She talked about, was it anime? No, it wasn't anime. Was it wrestling? Rugby. It was rugby, right? She talked about rugby. With what's his name now? Bergie. They talked about having Southern values. With this one, we're coming up with baby names. Okay, Carmen, like I said, I respect the game. I just want her to own the game. KK and Keenan have a conversation, and it's clear that she has something on her mind. However, she's doing a litmus test on Keenan before she speaks her mind.
I'm the type of person just to make sure there aren't any holes in the boat. Make sure the boat doesn't need any type of repairs before we take it out to sea. The smallest things can create the biggest cracks in something terrific. Motherfucker, the Titanic sucked, goddamn.
Yeah, but you gotta trust me. You're like looking for something.
Yes,
like,
I am. I'm not gonna lie.
You're just waiting for me to fuck up
I
or like.
am, KK. I am. You know why? Because this shit is too good.
You gotta trust me with your peace that you're protecting. We in the same boat together.
Baby girl, why are you letting this man riddle you into a mess? Like, I cannot tell you what this man was saying. He was saying, I'm better with metaphors or analogies, whatever. I always get those two mixed up. And then he talked about boats and rainbows and unicorns and horses and dragons and fairies. I don't know. I was so lost. But it is clear that he is self-sabotaging. And to quote him, he said, it feels too good to be true. Now, if it feels too good to be true, why then would you admit to waiting for KK to mess up? Like, to me, if it's too good to be true, I would just question that. Like, hey, let's talk about where we're at. Like, what are our intentions with each other? Because I feel like maybe you're selling me a dream, whatever. You're going to wait in the wings for her to mess up. And in the meantime, it's not even her messing up. It's you. It's you. You're the one. So somebody made a good point. Keenan is not going to be the one to put himself out there and risk being embarrassed. But if a girl pays him attention, that's when he will pay it back so that it doesn't look like he's the bad guy. And so it happened with Cassie. It happened again with Emily. And if Emily was all for it, he would have been down. If Emily picked him for the date, if Emily picked him in the recoupling, he would have been down. Same with Cassie. If Cassie really would have stuck to her guns and went for Keenan, he would have thrown KK to the wayside. Especially now after he's had the goods, he doesn't care. The mystery is gone. And so I'm looking at KK, I'm like, baby girl, you need to question more. You need to speak up more. And maybe she is and we're not seeing it, but based off what I'm hearing in this conversation, I think she's biting her tongue, and I hate that for my good sis. The episode ends. The episode ends with two new bombshells. We have Imani, this stunning woman. Oh my gosh. And then we have Mike. And there's a public vote for who we want to go on the dates with these people, right? Did a little social media digging. Along with the disco girlies. And, you know, Mike says that he wants to make Martin Luther King Jr. proud. Now, y'all already know. I got people in my family who play in the snow. That ain't no problem for me. But making Martin Luther King Jr. proud, like that is your caption? I already know what time he's going to be on. I already know. I would like to know who you guys voted to go on each date. Me personally, I think I voted for Emily and Keenan. I think I voted for Emily and Keenan. I'd like to know who you guys voted for. There's obviously no episode today when this posts on Wednesday, so I'll see you guys back on Thursday. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you then.